Hello and welcome. My name is Blaze Pavars, the founder of Greenhorn. This video is your go-to guide for navigating the Greenhorn app with ease. Now, whether you're a concerned parent, new to the country, or just looking to sharpen up your driving skills, we've got your back. And real quick, the reason why Greenhorn exists is simple. I had a really bad experience with one of the popular driving schools in Thornhill, and I saw that the current driving school options were lacking. This made me committed to creating a driving school that is actually catered towards the students, and here we are committed to raising the bar each and every day. So without further ado, let me show you around the app to help you make the most of what Greenhorn has to offer. Alright, so on the welcome page, we'll begin by creating a new account. Input your details and then wait for the OTP sent to your phone. If you don't receive it, you can request another. Alright, perfect. Now after entering your OTP, you will access the stop sign screen, and you will see two options here: learn more about BDE and proceed to Greenhorn. If you're interested in learning more about our BDE package, tapping on the first option will redirect you to our website. Do note that if you opt for the BDE package, you'll need to complete the e-course before you can use the Greenhorn app. Once done, we'll prepare a custom account just for you. If private lessons are more your speed, simply choose proceed to Greenhorn, and in this case, we will do that. Now the app prompts you to set your pickup location. The address you set will be your default for lessons. The app does use your current location by default, but if you're registering away from your usual lesson location, feel free to manually enter the desired address. And if you ever need to change it, we'll touch upon that later in this video. Next, you'll be prompted to upload a clear photo of the front of your driver's license and also a profile picture. For the purpose of this walkthrough though, I'll be using placeholder images, so don't worry about that. Alright, now after completing the onboarding process, you'll land on the main dashboard of our app. This is your go-to hub. Right here, you can view your lesson dashboard, which shows any upcoming lessons, an overview of your previous trips, the total distance you've traveled during your lessons, and the overall number of lessons you've had. If you've signed up for private lessons, you might notice the BDE token is set to 0. This isn't an oversight. The token system is primarily for our BDE students and is also used during promotions or as gift cards. With these tokens, you can book lessons without making a direct payment. Alright, now let's get into the exciting part, booking a lesson. You see the book a lesson option on your screen? Let's tap onto that. Once you've tapped, the app will immediately ask for confirmation of your pickup location. Remember, this defaults to the address you've provided during the onboarding process, but if you need a different spot for this particular lesson, you can easily adjust it here. Now, having logged in your location, the screen will transition to show you all the available instructors around. You can dive into the details by clicking on their profile, and from there you'll see ratings, reviews, vehicle details, and more. You can also initiate a chat with them if you've got any questions or specific preferences. Now, after selecting your desired instructor, click on the Book a Lesson option beneath their profile. This will display their available time slots. You can choose a time that suits you, but always consider booking at least 24 hours ahead to ensure availability. Now, you'll encounter a few important reminders to ensure you're ready for your lesson, like keeping your driver's license handy and understanding the cancellation policy. Now let's handle the payment. You'll be brought to this payment screen, and as mentioned earlier, if you signed up for the private lessons and saw the BDE token has a value of 0, don't be alarmed. This is for BDE students or from promotions or gift cards. You can either pay using your card or use a BDE token. And once payment is sorted, a cheerful confirmation will greet you, signaling that you've successfully booked your lesson. Okay, back at the homepage, notice your upcoming lesson. You'll see the date, time, and instructor info clearly displayed. Now, let's tap My Bookings. Here, you'll find every lesson you've booked, both upcoming and completed. Need to reschedule or cancel? You can do it right here. But remember, changes made within 24 hours of the lesson will come with fees. Okay, so the time has come for your lesson. One quick tip is to always be prepared a bit in advance. Often your instructor will shoot you a message 15 to 30 minutes before the lesson begins to update you on their whereabouts or when they've parked up. Once the lesson kicks off on the instructor's app, it will start on yours as well. During the drive, you might see your instructor tapping away in their device occasionally. No worries though. They're not distracted, instead they're taking notes on your driving skills and any significant moments to remember. These notes will later appear in your report card, but more on that later. Now, if you glance at your app during the lesson under Upcoming Lessons, you'll notice a status that says Lesson in Progress. There's also a Share Trip button. Clicking on that brings up a panel with info on the time elapsed and an option to share your live lesson. You can send this link to friends or family so they can see you're safe and even watch your progress. I'll open the link now to show you how it looks. After completing a driving lesson, your instructor records their observations and feedback on their instructor app. Now, back on the student side of things, you'll head over to the My Bookings tab. And just like that, the lesson you booked is marked as completed. Basic details of the trip such as instructor's name, date, time, and pickup location are all displayed. In addition, you'll see two other options, rating and download report. Let's start with the rating. Here, you can give your instructor a star rating out of 5. Feel free to also leave a public review, which will be visible on the instructor's profile for other students to see. If you faced any issues during your lesson, there's a criticism section. This is entirely private and anonymous, so any feedback here goes directly to our HR department. Also, keep in mind that to maintain fairness in our rating system, each student is allowed to review a specific instructor only once. Okay, awesome. Now after submitting our review, let's get a comprehensive look at the driving session. Go ahead and click on Download Report. Greenhorn makes it easy by automatically placing the report card in a dedicated folder on your device. Some devices might ask for permission to access files. If that's the case, simply allow it. Now, here as you see is a report card from the test trip. Let's open it and see the insights. Just a quick note, as this report is from a demonstration, some sections are empty because we didn't have an actual driving lesson. But in a real session, each of these would offer detailed feedback on your performance. Okay, starting with the overview, it provides lesson details, your overall grade, and some handy statistics such as top speed and your distance covered. In this section, the instructor manually inputs parameters such as improvements and highlights that he noticed during the lesson, and they will appear on a roadmap of where exactly they occurred. Similarly, in navigating your journey, we get a roadmap showing automatic feedback from the car. This displays things like where and how you braked or turned, and spots where you might have gone over the speed limit. Following that is trip stats, and this section provides a tally of those automatic events we just went over in navigating your journey. Lastly, the report card will display star ratings and specific comments from your instructor, giving a concise summary of your overall lesson. And a handy tip, Greenhorn also sends this report card directly to the email address you used to sign up, so you can always have access to your feedback even outside the app.
Alright, that wraps up our walkthrough of the Greenhorn app. By now you should have a solid understanding of how to navigate the app effectively and make the most out of our features. Remember, we are here to make your journey of becoming a safe and skilled driver as smooth as possible. So if you have any questions or need further assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out. We are just one click or call away. So all in all, thank you so much for watching, and here's to a smooth drive with Greenhorn. Take care.